The underframe on this van has got loads of nice detail on it, but it's all black. The bodywork has been weathered slightly just by applying a pin wash to the plank lines and the detail, in order to represent the same level of dirt on the underframe as we have on the sides. I'm going to use a pigment or weathering powder called Dark Earth. The manufacturer is not really important, it's the colour that matters. Several manufacturers create a dark earth pigment, and none of them are too dissimilar to the others in the way they appear. Rather than using the pigment by dipping the brush into the pot, I give it a shake and then turn it upside down, tap it once on the table and remove the lid, and you might be able to see that actually what you end up then with is a thin layer of pigment inside the lid, and it's that small quantity that I'm going to use to apply to the underframe, only using a little bit at a time and spreading it on, not continually dipping the brush into the lid, but just working along using the same volume of pigment that I applied in the beginning. Eventually, obviously, this will be so thin that you need to refresh the brush like that. Now, what I haven't mentioned is that rather than try to put this pigment onto an underframe as it appears from the box, this underframe has had a layer of matte varnish applied to it, and the purpose behind that is to actually create a matte surface for the pigment to, what appears to be, adhere to. You would not be able to get pigment to adhere like this applying it to a model straight out of the box. My preferred varnish for these purposes is Tester's Dull Coat. The reason I use it is consistency, really. It doesn't matter where I go and shop for Tester's Dull Coat, I can always be pretty sure that what comes out of the aerosol that I use is the same as what came out of the aerosol I used before. Consistency. I think a lot of people who have used varnish in the past will have developed their own favourite, and will tell you all sorts of stories about how happy they are with it. Well, my story is that I'm happy with Tester's Dull Coat. And there we have a fairly quickly completed weathered underframe. No attempt has been made to differentiate between colours anywhere. It's just an overall grimy colour. That might give you a better idea of how it looks compared with how it started.